Yo, welcome to another episode of the Word of Mouf podcast. It's your boy Tyron, aka Ty, with my boy and my brother,
Lil Migo. I mean, it's been cool.
And today, man, we got a very, very, very special guest, man.
I feel like I look nervous.
One of my
nervous.
Oh fuck no, Pastor. Cut.
Wait.
Oh man, all right, man. It's a very special guest in the building, man. It's one of my son's godmother, man. Pashun Walker Washington.
You got
My dog.
You got two last names?
Well, Washington is my husband's last name, so that's my married last name.
Yeah, so what a Walker come in at?
That's
You can't keep your last name if you got married though.
Says who?
I thought the people, like when you get married, you take all they let.
We getting started early, y'all.
I'm saying though, like, what's the point of being you, man? Would have just been Walker if you was gonna keep both.
No, because I'm still Walker, but I'm Walker and I'm Washington.
All right, so what about your kid? They Walker Washington too?
No, they just Washington.
All right, that makes sense. I get it.
Anyway.
Wait, why would they be Walker? Why would they be Walker?
Right,
Because she wanted to keep her name.
That's her last name.
That's my original bloodline, though.
But they from you.
Right, but they dead.
But they're of their dads.
What's your kid's last name?
My girl only got one last name. It's just Armstead.
But I said, what's your kid's last
No,
name?
what's crazy? My girl do got two last names.
Oh yeah?
For sure. Well, my kids only got my last name, so I'm tweaking.
Oh fuck no, man!
Next time.
It's about to be a great episode, man.
I had too much of this shit already. I ain't gonna lie.
Take these off.
It's about to be a great episode.
Let's get into this shit. So why did you decide to do two last names? Because for me, that's confusing.
I mean, I know it's traditional that the woman is supposed to take on the husband's last name, and I did, but for me, it was also like, I don't want to say that I wasn't necessarily ready to let go of my last name, but in a way, I don't think I was. Like,
True.
I felt like I built so much around Walker that I kind of still wanted to like keep that. You know what I mean?
For
Like,
sure. Makes sense.
I wanted it to be.
It makes sense to you.
But no, like no, it makes.
Okay, so for one, like, my dream job one day is to be a doctor. So when I get my white lab coat, like, I wanted to say Walker Washington because Walker is still a part of who I am, and Washington is also a part of who I am. So
I ain't gonna lie, that makes sense. I was just fucking with you, bro. That makes sense.
I just thought that it would be, you know, I don't know. Everything don't have to be traditional. Like, you can do your own thing.
For sure.
So
That's just like me. Like when I get married, I don't want to wear dress shoes. I want to have a sneaker ball. Like I want my wedding to be a sneaker ball.
Oh, that's lit. Shit. That's lit. That's lit.
Like
That's
different
a-
shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's lit.
that's different.
I like that.
Whenever.
Yeah, we didn't wear white on our wedding. We wore gray and red.
Right.
Yeah, bro had that shit on the way. He really did. Bro
I
had
ain't
that
getting
shit
no
on.
invite, so I feel
I
bad.
mean, I was 9 months pregnant too, so I wasn't wearing nobody white dress.
Damn. Yeah, you got married 9 months pregnant. I know that shit was rough. I ain't gonna lie. I know that shit was rough.
It was cool. It was a decent. It was small. It was intimate. It was nice.
Bro, I was in there. I had my shit on too.
Come on.
I mean, I
Yeah,
wish.
he
Only thing
called
I
me.
wish is that, you know, we didn't get to do like the whole honeymoon and all that stuff afterwards.
Coming soon.
Cover so look. Speaking of a honeymoon.
Speaking of honeymoon, I need you to tell me if bro, your husband right now told you, hey babe, plan your dream vacation and I'm gonna pay for it all and we gonna go, what would it be?
I don't know. I feel like it's traditional to say something like Jamaica or
Hawaii or something.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
I don't, just something like really relaxing, like
What about-
whatever it is. I wanted to just like take my breath away when I get there. Like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful.
Okay, so what you rather him do is plan something super decent,
romantic
as opposed
and
to you choosing. Is what you're saying?
Like, if he gave me the option to do both,
Yeah.
what woman don't want their man to
For
like
sure.
plan every single thing and only thing you have to do is show up? Like, if that's an option, then absolutely yes. But if I absolutely have to pick, then it would be like Thailand or something.
Something different.
Thailand.
Yeah.
Something.
Dude, what they got out there? They they got tsunamis out there, I think.
I be seeing like cute little like videos of people like in the water with the animals, elephants, like riding elephants. Like I don't know, I want to do something.
You would ride
like,
an elephant?
Hell yeah, ride an elephant.
Yeah. Y'all
I ain't gonna fly. I ain't gonna lie. Like I really, like, bro. Like this is a real dream of mine, bro. I really want to go to Paris, bro, and take a picture in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Like when it snow, like when the snow coming down and shit. Like
I go to London.
Paris is
London is nice too. Yeah.
I seen some shit like Greece. I seen some shit before. Turks and Caicos.
Anything beautiful, somewhere like
Dominican.
Nice weather.
Yeah, nice weather, beautiful.
What about
beautiful scenery?
What about interstate like Aspen, Colorado?
Aspen. See, in the winter. Okay, so look, but like it all depends on like what
for
you want
a
to.
dream vacation, bro. We can go to Aspen tomorrow.
Not a dream vacation.
Just like what you would think about it.
Yeah, like go like for a weekend or something.
Yeah, that should be decent. I like it.
Women,
we would go
anywhere with our man. It really don't matter. You playing and we going.
We have to go to the block.
I ain't going there.
Thank you. Well, you said, man.
I'm not going there.
For sure.
I don't know why female these days want to go hang on a motherfucker block.
Kick it. Motherfucker don't even be knowing.
The same,
oh, who you with? I'm with John.
Same block
Who the fuck
motherfucker
is John? The whole
getting
time
shot
is John
at.
Wall or some shit. You feel me? Like,
what type of girls y'all be? How old are you?
Who, me? I'm 25.
How old are you?
25.
And y'all still be meeting people that want to?
Nah, I'm married. I'm happily married.
Oh, okay. Y'all just speaking in general.
Yeah. Because, see, it's like, but I meet people that still got that mindset.
That mentality. That's your age.
Yeah, and it's terrible, bro. And like that shit is like a real turn off to me because it's like, bitch, why is you more hood than me? Like, what the fuck?
His ass lying.
Okay, so so when I was younger, I'm not gonna lie, like that was attractive. Like you wanted to be on the block with your dude, like. That's how you got to find out if your dude was like that
like
dude,
that, yeah.
or,
I give you that. I give you that.
If he was like, you know, getting smacked in the back of the neck.
Get sent to the store, get the umbrella.
So I don't know, like it was something about that environment.
My homie used to get slapped upside the head and shit on the block.
This homie?
Darnell, what you knock it the fuck off, boy? What you knock it the fuck off, boy?
I mean, honestly, as a grown woman, if a grown woman if a grown woman wants you to do that, like if she's asking you now to take on the block,
there's something wrong with that.
I'm not gonna judge. You know what? Some girls didn't get to experience certain stuff when they was younger. So now that they older, they probably, you know, I don't know, mentally they probably feel like I've been dealing with lanes my whole life. Now I wanna go on the block. That could be it.
That asked me what is a lady? Define a lady.
That's a very, very good question.
Me and my sister be talking about this all the time. Okay, it's nothing wrong with being a lame. Like
it is though.
Okay, a lame is like
because it depends on what a lame is.
I got my own definition of a lame too, so I want to hear your definition.
Okay, to me, my definition of a lame is like, let me see. Okay, if you a lame and you know you a lame and you just who you are and you comfortable with that, I feel like that don't make you a lame.
Right.
But it's like if you a lame,
you trying to portray somebody you not
act like you from out west.
That's what I
now
mean.
You a lame. Like
that's a lame.
Like,
that's a lame to me. Like portraying to be somebody that you're not.
Yes. Like okay, if you're from the suburbs, all you do is sit in the house, you play the game, you be chilling, you never been in no type of real trouble.
Nigga.
Never been in no type of trouble or whatever. And that's cool, stay in your lane.
Or you waited till you turn 23 or 24 to
start gangbanging.
It's like that's when it's just like I'm just like you from the suburbs and you talking about some on BD. Like who do you know that's a BD?
It's cuz enough about that.
It's like
I was at my cousin's crib this weekend and shit.
Let's be in.
It's just like stuff like that. Like you make my skin crawl when I meet dudes like that. Like you're not like that. And it's like that don't mean you gotta be a punk neither. You can still know how to stick up for yourself and be from the suburbs, but you also don't have to walk around like
with this tough ass persona.
Like I got it on me. Like I'll blow it in it. Like no, you won't.
What you say, B? Steady flaunt that motherfucker. Acting like you go
Yeah, I don't like that.
You go,
That's what make you a lame. Like we know where you from, we know who you is. Just be comfortable.
We know you when you was a kid.
Exactly.
We seen you growed up.
You grew up in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, like
big ass backyard.
Right, you had cable in the crib.
Your mama bought you a car.
Exactly.
Exactly. All type of shit. Yeah,
when you act like you not that person, that's what make you a lame. So I don't know. Do you got a different definition?
No, that's exactly just somebody portraying somebody who they not.
I'll take a step further, like because like to me. People might think this lame, but I don't really think it's lame. Like when you just get your money and you stay out the way and you don't gotta be on the scene and shit. Yeah. Motherfuckers would be like that's lame because you ain't into this or you ain't into that or you ain't into this, but it's like whole time like.
See, but
I don't think that's lame.
No, here I don't think that's lame, bro. Because like, you know, it's a lot of
I
people.
don't think it's lame. I just said like, you know, people might think that's lame. Like because you don't want to go outside, you don't want to be on the scene every time. Like you know what I'm saying, or you don't want to.
Bro, it's this lyric that Moneybagg Yo said. So he say, niggas will call a baby big bro if they got some money, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And I just feel like that's so fucking true, bro. Like niggas dick ride anybody who got some bread, bro. Like dick ride, like.
I agree.
So I feel like it's like if you out the way, you feel you getting you some money, you taking care of your family, bro. It ain't nothing lame about that whatsoever, bro. That's all I do.
I a post on Facebook. I wish I could remember exactly what it said, but I think it said something like, "Niggas big homies be they sugar daddy" or something like that. It was so funny.
What the fuck?
It was so similar to that. I was crying. I was like, oh my gosh.
I got a question. There you go.
Cut.
Oh, God damn.
Cut.
Shit, if I do it.
He said Snoop drunk his whole thing. Shit, if
I do it. Now I got a question for you though. Like so, going back to high school, right? Mm-hmm. Say for instance, like, did you knew the person that you want to be in high school, right? So you been out of high school, shit. We all about there to say, hey, you been out of high school for a couple years. Are you that person?
What, a couple years? What is going on a decade? What?
A deuce. 20 years. No,
this is going on a decade.
I ain't no dumb. I ain't that damn old.
Okay, the person that I knew I wanted to be in high school.
Yeah, like
I can't honestly sit here and say with a straight face I had no idea who I wanted to be in high school.
I ain't either.
Like I had no idea.
I did though. I ain't gonna fly.
I knew that I wanted to just be like that bitch. That was just about it. Like I knew that I was always meant to like stand out, do my own thing. I always been like a leader. But as far as like what I wanted to do, I had no idea. None whatsoever.
Okay. But that's cool though because you was a kid, like
right.
You still finding yourself at that age.
I ain't gonna let you. So
but I feel like you don't think it was some people that you went to high school with that was just like they was on their stuff. They knew like this is what I want to be. I'm going to school. They had all their stuff figured out.
See, but okay, yeah, well that's true. That's true. They might have had that, but what if they didn't become that? Now they disappointed and they still grow as they get older type shit because they not what they thought they would be type shit. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'm not saying like it's wrong for them to think like that, or it's not wrong for you to not know what you want to do when you feel me when you got older and shit. But I just feel like leave yourself that space so you don't be so hard on yourself growing up if you don't become what you want to be.
I agree, but now that you have children, we all got kids. Mm-hmm. Don't y'all agree that also when you think about how kind of like lost you was in high school, don't you wish that you can kind of like redirect your children so they not as lost, so they can kind of have some clue and idea
but
of
like I ain't gonna lie to you, like that's I be thinking about that shit all the time, but like at the same time it's like I ain't listening to nobody when I was coming up, so like I hope my kids don't be like that. Like you can talk to a kid all they want to, but they still gotta listen and want to do.
Question: do you think you didn't listen because nobody was saying something to you in a way that reached you? Maybe they was just saying stuff that like it wasn't registering.
I ain't listen because I ain't get no fuck. I ain't gonna fly to you. I ain't really care.
But that's what I'm saying. If you met somebody that was saying something to you that you actually cared about.
Shit, my girl was trying to tell me shit. I wouldn't listen to her ass either. Everybody.
What's up, B?
But here's the thing. I think the reason you wouldn't listen is because no one understood you.
That's what I'm trying to
So
ask.
I agree with her. Because here's the thing. When think about everybody who tried to give you advice. No one saw what you were coming from. They just told you from their own experiences. But if someone listened to you, saw what you were doing, and had your back,
nobody was listening.
Bro, we talk about this shit all the time, bro. Like,
they wasn't listening.
I mean, it's the difference between kids who have really, really good parents and kids who have parents who really don't know how to connect with them.
Not even that though. Yeah, that's true too. But as far as like your parents didn't know what you was going through when you was in school, you feel me? They didn't know motherfuckers was, you feel me, on that. Motherfuckers ain't know where you was coming from. So you feel me? You gotta go out here. You gotta do what you gotta do to, you feel me, protect yourself. Like, you ain't finna be at home all the time.
They thought that you was just probably like being bad,
trying to
fast, or not
like,
listening.
Or what trying to be something that you're not when whole time.
She say being fast.
Oh, you know that's the double standard.
Niggas can't
I'm
be
sorry,
fast.
boys. That's the double standard.
Should we segue? Should we segue? Should we switch gears? Should we switch gears?
That's definitely one of the We try to figure out like about the double standard shit.
What are the double standards that y'all are so pressed about?
I ain't
I'm
pressed.
not impressed about it.
No, I ain't pressed.
I just want to know. I feel like when it comes to double standards, I feel like women understand the double standards, but y'all don't. Y'all see it and y'all understand it, but y'all don't want to admit that it's actually a difference. Like, I'm gonna put it like this. As far as like when it comes to men having a lot of sex with people and women having a lot of sex with people, I feel like.
Oh, I got some. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. Like, okay, all right. When a woman has sex with a lot of people, she a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
When a man do it, he the man. You feel me? And I just feel like
women act like we don't understand why that is the way that it is.
Yeah. Kinda, yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's because like, and y'all don't understand that because like, y'all don't understand women make men work for that shit. You feel me? Like we have to put in, we got to take y'all on dates. We have to, make sure y'all good on all levels. All this shit to make, to be able to have sex with y'all. Mm-hmm. As opposed to a woman, a man like y'all always say, niggas fuck anything. You feel me? So it's just like, if a nigga fuck anything and a woman out here with the same amount of bodies as a man, ain't 22 men ain't made you feel so special that you wanted to get your cat up that many fucking times to that many different men.
How do you know that though?
Hell no. How you been the last 25 years and you got 22 bodies?
I mean, let's do some math. Let's dissect this.
I can take it a step further though.
Let's do some math. Let's dissect. First of all, let me back up.
Okay.
We're gonna dissect this entire conversation.
I got a little bit more, but we can
go
go.
ahead.
No. I'm
okay.
saying I want you to chime in first because I want to.
Okay, so the double standard when it comes to that, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Let me use an example that I keep hearing. The whole key and the lock analogy. Y'all heard that? You haven't heard that?
About.
Okay, so there's an analogy that people use, men. I'm not gonna say people, but
What's
men. Men use this key and lock analogy. They say a key that can open 1,000,000 doors is an amazing and an awesome key, but a door that can be unlocked by 1,000,000 keys is a terrible lock. So that's their analogy with sex when it comes to men and women. Does that make sense? Okay.
What it mean?
So this is my standpoint on that.
Right.
If a man cares so much about said lock being terrible and so abused and so used, y'all are the same men that are going to want to run up in those same kind of women. So it's like you can't tell women to protect themselves and be pure and virgins, but then y'all want to sleep with whoever y'all want to sleep with. So who are y'all sleeping with if y'all want all women to be virgin married?
See, that's the thing.
That's
We don't want all women. We don't want all women to be that. We want our women to be that.
Yeah, like, see, that's what I was gonna say. Like, when I said take it further, like, put it like this, like, but when Zoe met you, right, and Zoe, y'all married and shit. On bro grave, Zoe not marrying you if you got 20 bodies. On bro. So
okay.
Let's just keep it 100. Like, you feel like it's no way. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, so it's like it ain't like. Who am I to judge? I ain't gonna judge, you feel me?
I'm laughing because that was about to be my follow-up response. My response is that I'm not going to judge a woman with 20, 50, or 100 bodies. Because for one, I don't know what every woman has been through for her to have racked up said bodies. And as far as the analogy that don't know man want no person that has 20 or 30, how do you, there's literally no way of knowing how many people that somebody slept with before.
Yeah.
Some people don't care, and not only that, they don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, Pete though.
How would you know?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
If I do be lying.
I'm not. Go ahead.
And also, the reason why I laughed when you said, oh, I guarantee Zoe would never married you if he thought that you slept with 20 plus dudes or whatever. First of all, me and Lorenzo have had this conversation multiple times every time it comes up with other
people,
other narratives or whatever. And I asked him, like, do you care about a woman's body count? And his honest, and every time I've asked him this, even when I first met him, his honest answer has always been no. Because at the end of the day, I haven't slept with, I'm not gonna put a number out there, I haven't slept with XYZ amount of women. So who am I to say you shouldn't have slept with
XYZ amount of women?
Amount of men or whatever. And I respect him for that, because his mentality is like, I'm not even gonna ask you, because for one, what does that have to do with me? And then another thing, in the back of his head, he probably feel like, I may not get the truth anyway. So what, you could never really know. Okay, and then my follow-up question to you was, why isn't it a bit contradicting, or I don't even want to say contradicting, like when you actually sit and think about, would I want to be with somebody that had 30 or so body count or whatever you want to call it? Do you actually sit and like think about in depth how that's a possibility though?
What you mean?
Because how you 25, I'm 26. Okay, so just think about how many people you slept with, and then you have to factor that into also a woman's perspective. Like most girls start dating and probably lose their virginity at what, like 15,
16.
Some could be a little younger, but 15, 16 on average. And how long do those relationships last in high school? How many relationships were people in high school? Probably 2 a year, right or wrong. Probably dated somebody the first half of their freshman year, they broke up. In the freshman year, somebody else. So you count, what's that, 2 people a semester? By the end of high school, how many is that?
12 years of high school.
That's 8 people right there. Now you gotta count.
She getting us.
No, I'm just saying, I'm saying, right?
No, for sure, yeah.
And then you gotta think that then after high school, now the dating pool is way larger because now we're working, we're meeting people, we're going to clubs. You can't just put that on women for their body count being so high, because women fall for the things that men say to them.
For sure.
Like if you think this man really care about you, he really like you, 9 times out of 10, a woman is going to give it up in like a short amount of time because she feel like this dude like me, I like him, I want to see where it goes. But then, men, y'all start acting inconsistent after a short amount of time. What is a woman left to do? What is her options? Is she supposed to stay and just wait for you, or is she supposed to move on?
Like, look, 100%. You are 100% right about that. But the thing about the whole double standard situation is, I feel like men don't try to portray like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, so I'm not just finna fuck any bitch walking down the street. As opposed to a woman, y'all gonna try to put, and I'm not saying they just gonna fuck anybody, just fuck any man walking down the street type shit, but they more so gonna be like trying to protect their image, like, oh, I'm not just gonna go for any man type shit, you feel me? I'm not gonna go just because this nigga got money, or this nigga look good, or whatever the case may be, woo woo.
Right.
And then we come to find out, we come to find out years later, like, oh, so shit, you did go for that, or whatever the case may be. And
but you're talking about past tense. Women don't have the right to grow and change. I've dated some people in the past that now if I see them on the street, I would literally act like I've never seen them a day in my life. Because back then I was young, I was immature, I was naive. I didn't really, for girls, it was just really about, it was more on emotions with girls. If a dude showed you that he cared about you, you wasn't really looking at all of that other stuff. You was just like, okay, this dude cared about me. Sure. Like he messing with me.
And look, Pito, I'm one of the niggas who don't care. I don't give a fuck about body count. I'm not about to ask you about your body count. I don't give a fuck, actually.
Like you're saying, what is the overall point that you're saying with the double standard that you don't like when it comes to that?
That y'all, we don't condemn y'all. We don't condemn y'all for, having a lot of bodies or whatever the case may be. We condemn y'all for lying about it. Females lie about it.
But why is that your business?
It's
like,
not
my business.
That is like, but
Is your baby mama finna come up to you like, truth is Darnell?
No, but
remember I said it was 3 times that by 10. Like, why would she do that? Why would she do that?
I ain't gonna lie to you. We ain't in the business of telling on ourselves.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why? Because some people. Me, I'm a very honest and open person. If my husband ever asked me a number, I would give him a number.
Period.
But some people feel like in their heart, I don't have a problem with telling you, but I do feel like you may judge me and look at me differently after I give you a number. So I'm just gonna lie, or I'm just not gonna tell you, and I can totally respect that.
So you feel like it's better to lie than just tell the truth?
I think that it's better to not care. Because you can't control what has happened.
Okay, so just speaking hypothetically, a motherfucker come up to you and ask you, like your husband asked you, and you feel me, you give him a number, and he start feeling some type of way towards you.
For one, I'm gonna be a little skeptical. Like, first of all, why all of a sudden you want to know now? Like, why now? Why now do you want to know that? Because now it's making me look at it's gonna make me defensive. Now I'm defensive because now I'm like, are you sitting there thinking in your head that if this bitch give me the wrong number, I'm out the door? Like that's so.
Motherfucker be talking to the guys.
Right, and now you done come
talk
home
to the
and
guys, had a couple of drinks.
No.
Now you confident to ask.
Now at that point, if you ask me, I'm gonna be a little bit on the defense mode because now I'm gonna be like, you had open game to ask me
you could have been said.
Now all of a sudden you want to know. I'm defensive.
So you don't feel like a lot of women lie at the beginning? Like, okay, just say if they come up at the beginning.
Oh, most definitely. Because of how we're going to be viewed. Absolutely.
Right. So that's why you don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't.
And that's why I say women are creatures who want to protect their image.
I'm not gonna make it seem like it's wrong. No, it's,
okay.
I mean, like it's not wrong. It is wrong because the same thing we say about men. We want y'all to be honest with us and give us the opportunity with what we're going to do with that. And I feel like we should give y'all the same. I should be comfortable with telling you my body count and deciding, letting you decide if you still want to.
But that's if it comes up, right? If motherfucker don't ask, don't tell. But if motherfucker asks, just be honest. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like me personally, I'm not finna ask that shit though.
Yeah, for sure. Like I don't give a I'm not gonna say I don't give a fuck because
I feel like asking that shit, you ain't gonna become part of the body count. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
So if I ask you about your body count, I feel like you might not even give me no pussy no more, cause now it's like,
yeah, you know what? You fucking around like she like
okay, man, what you talking about?
At this grown adult age, that's definitely going to be a turn off for a woman because for one, you also, I just think as grown men, grown people in general, we have to accept the fact that I said I was talking about y'all because y'all the ones that care.
That's general.
But in general, I feel like we have to accept the fact that everybody had a past before us. And don't act like y'all don't know. It's been some wow or just some stupid things that we did when we was kids that we
dare do today.
That we wouldn't dare do today. Now, if she's still at 26 years old, like racking up 4 body counts a year, then at that point, if you want to judge her based off that, by all means, do what you deem appropriate. But going based off what she did when she could have racked the majority of those body counts up in high school because she just was naive, insecure, didn't know herself, who knows. But she could have reached a certain point and was like, no,
I'm done with that shit.
I know who I am now. Like, no, I'm putting myself on a pedestal.
They say you could turn your whole stage off. Like
everybody
could be
everybody didn't went through a whole stage.
They say you could be born again. Like you feel me?
Born again virgin and shit.
Some shit.
I mean, everybody didn't went through a whole stage in their life. You feel me? Everybody didn't went through it.
And the biggest part with the double standard for me, I don't like how society has programmed men into thinking that that it's acceptable for a man to be more whorish than it is a woman, because that's the only reason why y'all think that it's so much more bad for a woman to be that way than a man, because that's what's been programmed.
I have an opinion on that too.
I got a question. Do you make the rules when you play the game?
Or do you just follow?
If you want to.
Nah, when you play Uno, it's a certain rules you gotta follow to the game. You ain't make the rules, but that's just the rules of the game. Like,
but somebody made those rules up though, because that's the way they wanted that game to be played, and now it's programmed in our head that that's how we should play it.
But it was smart though.
But at any given time, we can play whatever game we want to play with Uno cards, right?
Okay, one question.
Right or wrong? If I decide I want to play goldfish with you with Uno cards, can I do that?
No.
How come I can't?
Because I never did it before.
Back to you.
One question. Okay, one question. Do you feel as if that has any validity to it?
No.
Why?
And this is the reason why. So,
cause I got a follow-up question though.
Okay. So for me, because okay, let me try to give like a really brief example. It's kind of weird, but when I was young, I used to watch this show called Different World. Did y'all ever?
Yeah.
Okay. And on the newer episodes, when Jada was dating Dorian, was it his name?
Yeah.
And he was saving himself for marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I remember as a teenage girl watching that, thinking to myself like, bro, if I ever in my life found a guy like this, I would be head over heel in love, madly in love with this guy, because that's unheard of. No man is out here protecting himself and saving himself for one woman, because nobody is teaching them that they should have pride in who they lay down with. And that's a problem to me. Like, I'm raising boys. I would never tell my boys that. Right. I, as a woman, would never tell my sons that you can sleep with whoever you want to, and then not just say you can sleep with whoever you want to. I'm gonna hold them to the same standard that I'm gonna hold my daughter to if I have a daughter one day. Like, I want you to have pride in who you share your body with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't. I don't see that as being like it's worse for my daughter than it is my son. Like, I would have so much pride in my boys if they were like, no, I'm trying to save myself for like a special, because who does that? That's unheard of.
One question. My bad. One question, B. Would you, okay, just say, my nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Just say y'all just allowed him to bring females to the crib when he get older, right? And he brought 4 different females home in 1 week. As opposed to if y'all had a daughter, her bringing 4 different men home in 1 week, and y'all allow her to bring, y'all, you know, the same situation, y'all allow her to bring men in, y'all allow Noah to bring women in.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't, like, would there be any thought in your mind to be like, okay, like
this is not okay for my daughter versus so it's
like, would you be a little bit more, like, basically, would you be a little, like, you wouldn't be a little bit more lenient towards to Noah bringing more women in? No,
because now that I'm an adult and I'm like married to a grown man, I see so many, like, I don't want to say, so many flaws in the way that women raise boys that could have easily been prevented if they just like tweaked a couple of things. Like, it's so much other things.
Give an example, like what do you do?
It's so many other things my teenage boy could be doing with his time than bringing 4 girls a week home. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And it's like, for me to be seeing that, I'm going to be just as concerned, irritated, and disgusted with him as I am my daughter, because it's like, bro, for one, you're a man. So I feel like, you know how much stuff you could be like learning and like mentally like growing and just doing in your time, other than sitting up here worrying about how many girls you could sleep with in a week. That's easy. That requires no amount of effort. Like, and then I'm going to be thinking about, I'm raising someone's potential husband one day. Like,
but that's also like don't you think it's like a maturity thing too? Like, he's young. That's what his own young niggas, like young boys, man.
Yes, but that can also be redirected. Like, I know that, just think about y'all children and just think about y'all selves as young boys. Think about if y'all was putting actual, or if somebody was pouring something into y'all that was beneficial at a young age. How much further do y'all think y'all would be right now?
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
Like, if you really sit back and think about, like, Dad, all the times I was sitting up here playing the game, getting high, sitting at my homie's crib, running girls in and out my mama's house, like, I could have been in the gym. I could have been hooping. I could have been on the football field. I could have been in the library. I could have, like, really, if I had a positive mentor or somebody, like, really pouring into me, like, I would be, y'all be doing it.
I mean, of course, in hindsight, we can say that. It's like, in hindsight, we can say a lot of things.
But I'm saying,
but at the time, that's what we was thinking about. That's what we was on. That's what we was doing.
But if you could do it over, would you have?
Yeah.
Would you have said that, bro? Females can wait. I can get a girl at any given time. Like,
yeah, but we can't do that.
But I'm just saying.
What you mean? What?
Nah, females can't wait. I would have got me 1 female.
Okay, one. That's what. Yeah. One is fine.
No. I'm saying, like.
And I think that's what I was trying to say with, like, I kind of was just adding extra stuff to it. I just feel like I want my son, my children, my teenage children, at that point, yes, we all know our hormones are raging, sex is on the brain, all of that stuff, but I just want to instill in them dedication and focusing on other things at an early age, because look how hard it is for us as 26-year-old adults to be dedicated right now. Like, every single day we wake up, we have to force ourselves to, like, stay focused on our goals and dreams. Okay. And if we had been doing this since we were teenagers, we would be fine right now.
For sure.
But we was too busy doing stuff that we didn't even need to be doing. And if you look at the people that were dedicated, that was focused in high school, straight A students, like, they actually really own their stuff right now. Like, they're dedicated. Not all of them.
I know a few.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
You know why I'm shaking my head?
Cause she killing your ass.
Killing your ass.
No, but that's the thing.
I'm just saying, is that a valid point?
But I was never saying she was wrong about anything. But I was never saying, like,
I was talking shit earlier, like we was gonna win. But
you see, he was talking shit. I know how passionate get.
But I'm just saying, like, I wish that more people had instilled that in boys, to let them know, like, bro, it's so much. You're so much more valuable than what's between your legs. The same way y'all wanted people to tell girls that, I wish somebody would have told dudes
for
that.
Sure.
Like, every single girl that walked past with a big booty or that's cute or something, you don't have to try to sleep with her. Like, why you just can't be her friend? Why you just can't, like?
You is right.
I'm just saying, like, I had to tell tell Lorenzo that too one day.
I wasn't trying to be nobody's friend.
I had to tell Lorenzo that. I said, do you know?
You be friends with girls because they put you in the friend zone type shit.
I told him, I said, do you know that every time you see an attractive girl, it's okay for you to think in your head that she's just attractive.
You ain't gotta express
You don't have to sexualize her in your head.
Sure.
That's
some women feel like it's okay to put a man on child support and still try to keep the child away from him. Because if it was the other way around, we'd be the most bitch ass niggas in the world, like everything. Like, why do some women feel like that's okay?
Okay. I think every situation is case by case. You can't lump all of that together.
Okay. I apologize about that.
There are some situations where some women genuinely feel like the safety of their child may not be, maybe of some concern. So they probably feel like, I don't think that it's best if our child is like maybe with you all the time or whatever because of the environment that you're in or something, but you still need to help me take care of this child. In that case, I mean, but if she's just keeping you away from your child, not you in particular, just in general, if a person is just keeping their child away from the guy and still asking for child support, I mean,
she's slow as hell.
At that point, the guy is gonna have to, he needs to step up or something and go to court or do something where he just doesn't sit back and allow that, because that is a little weird.
Let me ask
like
you.
how you want him to just financially take care of the child, but you don't want him to be in the child's life unless there was some issue of like safety concerns or something.
But at that point, can't y'all be together with the child?
Yeah,
like I'm not saying be together obviously, but I'm saying like y'all go out
together.
what a mother is there to the child and the dad, and y'all just go out and do something so the dad can still physically be there in the child's life.
Again, I can't speak for everybody's situation because some women may feel like that's not possible for their situation for whatever reason. I don't know, but the whole topic about conversation of child support in general, I'm a supporter of child support. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Do you want to know why? First, no. I want to hear from y'all. Why are y'all against child support?
I'm not.
Do you think that it's case by case, or are you just against it in general?
This is how I feel. I had a question the whole time, but this is how I feel. Shit.
Okay.
Nah, let me ask the question first. All right, look.
Right now, how about you? Like, give your
answer the question.
Yeah, because then you could just segue into what you got to say.
Alright, man. What's the question again?
I said, are you just against child support in general?
Yeah, no, I ain't against that shit in general. I just feel like if you got kids and you ain't taking care of your kids, then yeah, you need to be on child support.
Okay,
but
agreed.
If you taking care of your kids and the motherfucker just want more because they feel like they could get more, no.
Okay.
If you not doing shit to take care of your kid, you just want me to do it, no.
Okay. Okay. So let's dissect this conversation here, Darnell.
Oh.
What define taking care of? Because I hear that a lot. If you got a good dude that's taking care of his kids, you don't need to put him on child support. If you do, you better. What exactly is taking care of the child in y'all?
All right. So look, if I got 3 kids, right?
Okay.
What you do?
Yeah, I do go to time.
So if I got 3 kids.
But I was using an example though. I wasn't even using me because I'm good. I don't got no child.
Okay.
Yeah, bro,
all of this is hypothetical.
Right.
Yeah.
But like
nobody on child support.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, like, if I say, for instance, I pay a motherfucker rent. I make sure the kids got clothes. Make sure all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I might not be there physically, but I make sure they got what they need. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I need to be on no damn child support.
But hold on. That's a case by case because, like you said, paying the rent and all that. If you doing all that and somebody's still trying to put you on child support, then yeah, they.
But I might have thrown that bitch. If you wasn't paying their rent though.
Yeah, but you was just making sure the kids was good.
You just making sure the kids was straight.
I need to know what that means.
I mean,
like he said, when the kids go to school, they got clothes. Shit, when the kids
so you mean
hungry,
the beginning?
They got
so
food.
the beginning of each school year, you buy a certain amount of clothes and shoes.
Or
do you still buy?
birthday,
You still buy clothes and shoes
birthday,
throughout the year?
Christmas.
Okay. Y'all go half and half.
Come get them, take them out, so she could get her own time personally.
Okay, cool. You ain't mentioning that first, because I was finna go against you first until you just mentioned it. Because I was finna like, you speaking mostly financial at that point. But when you just said that,
see,
I agree with you more now.
I feel like, but see, I be feeling. Oh my fault. I be feeling like when you in a relationship, it's easier to like do shit together.
Right.
But if she in a relationship and you in a relationship, it's kind of hard to be trying to come, unless y'all just got that cool relationship. It's kind of hard to be bringing the family together and shit. Like, you down there gotta do your own thing.
Or even if just one of y'all in a relationship, you feel me?
Right.
It still become hard. You feel
Right.
me, bro?
Yeah, like, so.
So y'all define. To sum it up, y'all define taking care of the child. If I'm voluntarily going to the store, buying our kid clothes, shoes, if they're still a baby, they need diapers, wipes, milk, all of that stuff. You don't have to tell me what they need. I'm voluntarily doing this every month or every other month, however often we deem appropriate.
I mean, even if you tell me like, oh, could you go grab this? Like,
I'm
type person that I ask a female like, what you. I ain't with that question, so I'll be like, what you need for this child?
Okay.
And if her number outrageous,
then it might have to go that way.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But if we could get something established on some reasonable shit, then I just feel like that's a better situation.
Yeah, cause I asked myself,
why are you for child support? Because he said he's not really with it.
Shit.
But why?
No, I'm not for that shit. I'm not for that shit either. But I just feel like you said, it's a case to case basis. You feel me? Like shit. If a motherfucker ain't doing nothing, then yeah, bro, you need to be doing something
to be held accountable.
to make you held accountable to do something for this child that you helped create that didn't actually be in this world.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if a motherfucker, like he said, motherfucker making sure motherfucker good, clothes, shoes. Lunch money, you feel me? All that shit. Still coming out there spending quality time with them. It ain't everything. Just ain't gotta be financial.
Yeah.
At that point, then what the fuck is you trying to put this man on child support for? Like,
Okay. Can I paint another perspective of that?
yeah,
I don't disagree with y'all. I totally agree. I think that is a good reason why a father, especially a black father, should not be on child support. If a father is doing those things, those are good reasons why he shouldn't be on child support. Now, I just want to paint another perspective. The reason why I am for it though is because for me personally, I'm a grown woman, I'm an adult, and what I need is consistency. I don't have time. That's good. Sometimes that works for certain couples. But what I often hear way too many times, and what you often see, is that works sometimes for like a couple months, and then maybe the next month it's a little iffy, and then it may go back to being consistent the next month, and vice versa. As a grown adult woman that already got bills, I don't have this situation because I'm married, but I'm speaking from my perspective. I got bills, I'm going to school, I'm working, blah, blah, blah. Do you think I have time to be sitting up here texting you and trying to chase you down for stuff that our child needs? The minute, because y'all know how dudes get sometimes, the minute y'all life not going good, or you and your girl done just got into it, or whatever going on over there with you getting an attitude with me. Just last month we was cool. You was bringing me diapers, milk, wipes. Now the next month you like, bitch, stop asking me to check it. I'm like, oh, we was just cool. And so for me, I feel like child support eliminates all of that. It's just like, we don't have to go back and forth. Every single month, I get a certain amount of money deposited in my account. Same time every month. We don't gotta argue about it. That's
what I'm saying. Can't y'all come to that agreement without the court?
But the court makes it more. It makes it more like real. Stable. It's like it's more stable. It's like you know you gotta do this without that legally binding agreement.
If you tell me I gotta give you $500 a week, then I gotta give you $500.
But what did I just say? 1 month, it might be cool. Everything might be going good. But the next month, the minute you down on FanDuel, now I can't get my $500.
The minute you down on FanDuel,
now I can't get my $500.
Oh, time, look.
Now I can only get $150. Like, why?
Fuck
why?
Fuck that.
Why?
But I'm saying though, even if you put a motherfucker on child support, they still might get fucked up.
No, you know what's gonna be in the back of his mind? The fact that he's gonna go to jail if he don't pay his child support, and he know not to spend my child support money.
So let me ask you this. Say if it isn't, and this ain't. I'm
just saying, right or wrong. And if you got daughters, right? You got daughters.
I got a daughter. Yeah, I got a daughter.
So if this was your daughter and her we first of all, we're speaking marriage over your daughter, so she's not gonna go through this. But if God forbid that happens to her, what would you tell her? Baby, I think just
come to me. I got everything. Just come to me.
No, if she had two options, would you be okay with her just like, well, daddy, I mean, he do what he's supposed to do, but you as a man, you know sometimes how immature and how dudes can be sometimes. He doing what he's supposed to do now, but what happens next month?
If I'm seeing that he doing what he's supposed to do, then I ain't got no problem with it. But if he start now,
hold on, wait, hold on. See, I just had a problem with me saying, come to me, cause I ain't gonna front. If I have a daughter and a motherfucker doing the bare minimum, whatever the case may be, or not doing anything at all.
You gonna do it. You gonna
do it, but you still gonna want that N-word to do what he's supposed to do too.
Yeah, I'm gonna want that, but if he's not doing it, come to me. Cause I'm gonna always have you regardless. This nigga can switch up whenever the fuck you want to switch up.
And that's why child support is essential.
But
for that reason right there. For that reason right there.
I feel like you earn.
But women can switch up just as well as a man though.
You earn your right for child support. Like if you fucking up, then get on child support.
But a woman can switch up just as well as a man can. So
meaning what?
Meaning just say this motherfucking month we together type shit. Woo, whatever the case may fucking be. You feel me?
And I don't make you pay child support.
Right. And then now,
you finna give me my money. And she said,
now I ain't feeling you. Now I don't want to be with you. Now this is that.
Now you need to pay child support.
Now I need to pay child support.
And that's why I still think it's essential because as humans, we all have wishy-washy, inconsistent feelings. And child support is it's for the best interest of the child, and it's going to eliminate all our wishy-washy feelings. It's separating the facts from the feelings. The fact is, this child still needs to be taken care of, and our feelings don't matter at the end of the day. So that's why I'm for it. Y'all can be into it, and y'all can make back up like Jody and Yvette every other month if y'all want to do that. But at the end of the day, you need to make sure that your child is getting the necessary finances that they need.
I got a question. So if you and Zoe was to go y'all separate ways,
God forbid he going on child support. But next, what you asking?
Like
for sure. And we have already had this conversation, and it's because, like I said, me as a grown adult woman, I have too many things to be doing to be trying to chase you down every single month.
So he don't even get a chance.
He don't get a chance.
No, give you one more chance.
Give you one more chance.
No.
Your ass stupid.
No. You don't get a chance to play with me. No. Lorenzo know who he married. That's one thing.
But I'm saying though,
I'm about my business.
But motherfucker gave you no indication that if it was to ever go awry, you feel me, like that, he wouldn't be there. So why wouldn't he get that chance?
Because for one, okay, first of all, let's set the record. My husband is an absolutely hands down amazing father. Absolutely.
Fucking beautiful.
So I don't think that for 1 second he would leave me high and dry. But for one, we're married. Marriages can get messy. Somebody could be in their feelings depending on what happens. We don't know. So to eliminate all of that, going into it, it's going to be, this is how it's going to be. Every single month, you need to pay this on this month, blah, 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 blah.
So you don't think just off the strength of his kids living with you, that he just going off the rip, like, I know I got to do this?
It doesn't matter because that's going to be in the agreement on the papers.
Before we even get to the agreement, before we even get to the point that we have to get to an agreement.
Said we broke up on Monday. He was on child support by Monday.
Yes, ask about me.
Talk about ask about me.
I don't play them games.
I'm crying.
No, because it's just like it's already so much drama with the whole co-parenting thing. The things that we can control, let's just control it, bro. Like. If you, and then this is my thing, if you're saying that every single month you're going to do what you're supposed to do anyway, why is it an issue if I'm on child? Why is it an issue if you're on child support? If you're going to do it voluntarily anyway, what's the problem?
Okay, what?
I got a question. Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
By you having 2 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much child support you think is
Did you deem necessary?
That I deem necessary?
Yeah, for 2 kids. Every other week or once a month.
Well, you know,
every kid get their own amount, right?
Okay, and that's going to be on a case-by-case basis. Let's say, throw a number out there.
I'm saying like this, like you with Zoe, y'all married, right? Bam.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what's going on.
Know what the
Then y'all go y'all say, wait, I want this much. How much you want?
What do I deem acceptable?
Yeah.
That's, again, let me say, it's going to depend on, I feel like, for me personally, I don't think that I would be the mom that's going to be like, oh, they're going to stay with me all week and then you can get them on the weekend.
Yeah.
I think on those situations, that's when a guy should definitely pay the mom, because it's like, do you know how much stuff she has to go throughout the week with those children, and you only get them on the weekend? She got to feed them, she got to put gas in her car to take them back and forth to whatever.
That's her fault, because she don't want to be with me no more. That's what she wants to do.
What if y'all not together because you cheated on her?
Damn, you right.
Or you did something.
You've been saying shit that's just easily defeated.
No, I'm just saying.
You gotta stop this.
I'm just saying.
Right.
What if y'all not together by case basis? It's like, I was saying, if your child's mother, if she keep the child throughout the week and you only get them on the weekends, I think that it's fair that you give her a good amount of money, and that's whatever you can afford. Like, I'm not going to give you no outrageous number. If you bring in 4 or 5 stacks home a month, I'm going to expect you to send me at least $500 a month. And I have 2 kids. That's me being very, very lenient. You bring it home.
$500 a month.
You bring it home
I'll
4
take
to
it.
5, and that's me being very lenient. And that's now while they're younger. As they get older, I may up the number, but for right now, I'm gonna be reasonable. Like $500 a month, you can send me $500.
That's what I'm saying. Long as they ain't outrageous.
Yeah. Okay,
so
so
I'm kind of putting a little salt on it. I might say 6. Cause
Alright, so
let's just say $300 each child, and they're babies. Now, if they get older, at that point, then I could be like, okay, yeah, I gotta buy them more stuff. They little kids right now, like they babies.
I got a 3-piece on B.
P.
So-
All right, P. Okay, what if you saying to go back to his point? What if you saying a certain amount?
Bro.
What if you said a certain stupid? What if you said a certain amount, but the court saying another amount?
Like less or more?
What? Okay, you
More than likely, the court is gonna tell him to pay more than $500 a month. If he bringing home 4-5 stacks a month.
Well, I'm just saying.
They want 1200.
I'm just saying. Just to his point in general, which was the whole. How much do you deem necessary?
Oh, let me go back to what I was saying. The reason why I said I would keep it at a low number, like 5 or around that 6 marks, because I don't think I'm gonna be the mom that'll be like, I'll keep them all weekend, you get them on the weekend. I think we gonna go 50-50. You get them 3 days, I get them 3 days, and on the weekends we rotate.
Okay.
And the reason why I still get money is because why not? I'm the mom.
You got me fucked up.
I'm the mom.
No.
And then, no. All jokes aside, because like I was about to say, at the end of the day, if something happened between you and your child's mother and you have to take accountability, if you were the responsible reason why, you were the reason why y'all broke up, you got to take responsibility for that, because she didn't come into this relationship thinking that now she was going to have to pay all her rent herself, her car note, all this stuff by herself, and have children with you. She came into this agreement thinking y'all finna do this together. Now, if y'all separated, you just took a whole income out of her house, bro, and she didn't even have no say-so in it, because you
out the house.
I said if you were at fault for the reason why y'all separated.
All right, so what if she
Give me one more chance. Give me one more chance.
So what if she ends it? What if she ends it?
What if she ends it?
She ends it.
If she ends it, then at that point, if she ends it, and at that point, y'all are going 50-50 with the child, I think that asking for money
is a bit excessive.
It's a bit excessive, because it's like you wanted y'all to end, so you should be able to take care of it. But
as long as I still want to be with you.
Yes, that's your fault, sis. I agree. Then that's excessive. You can't be like, oh, we take care of the child 50-50, and I wanted us to end, but I still want you to send me $500 a month.
And once again, this is neither of our 3 situations. This is none of our situations.
I'm just saying, at that point, that's excessive. But it's like, okay, and then women that do keep the children throughout the entire week, and the dads only get them on the weekend, and they don't think they should send them money, I just think that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Let me give a caveat to you. What if it's like a motherfucker like your husband who got a over the road trucking job, and y'all don't seem to be together, and then you necessarily have to keep them, around that.
When you get back, you gotta let her have her time.
For sure.
Right, over the weekend, and I still think, money, we all know money makes the world go round. If you know that's the case, I gotta keep your kids all week. I feel like just off the strength of you knowing that
you're gonna be gone for so long,
right? You should just be throwing me bread just off the strength of that. Like I'm about to give you a few $100 because you gotta take care of them all week. Like here you go. Like that's the least you can do as a man, I feel like.
For sure.
But did you see that post on Facebook where it was like niggas gotta pay $190 a month and be talking about my BM got me on child support or something stupid like that. I'm like, bro.
I kill that shit.
No. The post was like, niggas out here paying their BM $190 a month and thinking she bought a new car with that.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, bro.
You think she outside eating caviar and lobster with your $190? You think she in Miami with her friends with your $190?
She ain't even put the freeze up with that shit.
Like, please, she couldn't even get a frontal put on her head for that.
You definitely can't go to the grocery store with that.
Bro,
you gonna have $190 worth of bullshit. You gonna have $190.
I'm gonna get 3 home run ends, a piece of rolls.
You gonna have something to drink. You gonna have some toasted strudels in that bitch.
You're not getting toasted strudels. You're getting Pop-Tarts.
That's what I
mean. So yeah, I don't like.
Your ass getting Walmart bread, everything. Fuck you talking about. Your ass not getting no name bread, nothing.
Okay. So that brings me. Do you feel like a man should dictate where the child support money goes once he sends it to them?
Child support money.
Yo.
So do you feel like a man should be able to dictate where the child support money goes?
I wouldn't say dictate. I would not say dictate. But I feel like after I give you this money for the child support per month,
Let me answer that.
don't come hit my line for nothing other than my kids at this point.
Depending on how much it is.
Depending on how much it is.
Okay.
Don't come hit my line. No time. No more this month.
But if
unless it got to do with my
If you're
kids.
sending me $190, you know I'm gonna text you and ask you for some more money, right?
Hey, as long as it's for my kids.
Okay.
Don't ask me for nothing else. Don't ask me for shit else.
Court, you want to go to court, right? Court order said $190. So here you go. What you want, an extra $5? You want a burger, put some cheese on it? No.
So you think? So back to the dictating. What do you mean?
No,
I feel like you could dictate that shit only because, like, say for instance, right? I'm giving you $500 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Now when I get my motherfucking baby, right? Shoes got holes in them, pants and shit fucked up, clothes fucked up, she looking dirty and shit.
Mm-hmm.
How? Now you telling me I had to get my car fixed? That shit don't got nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
I sent you this money for my kids. I ain't seen you no money get your motherfucking
that shit
car
called
fixed.
child support, not cost support.
Feel me? Not your support.
No,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
just-
Fucking talking about, like, hey.
Not mama support,
But you
child
got,
support.
you got your list round up. Like I'm wrong, but I'm really right because
Case by case. If that happens every single month, absolutely.
Here you
yes.
go with the case by
Now
case
she
with what?
No, but we can't.
Nah, but see, that's why-
generalize.
nah, I just
We
said-
can't
that's why I
generalize
said she be having
everything.
a point, though,
We
'cause,
can't
like,
generalize
she valid, though,
everything.
she
We can't
valid.
generalize, but no. For real though, every single month, then yes. All right, now you trifling. Every
But
single
one time-
month.
one time-
But one time it's like, well, she ain't gonna call you bae no more, but I was gonna say, she like, bae, this was a one, like my car broke down. Like, okay, look, Ray couldn't get no clothes and shoes this month because I'm still playing catch up from having to
Ray.
from having to spend $500 to get my car fixed.
Ray.
You mean to tell me you're gonna get an attitude at me because of that? This was like one little slip.
Okay, what if you don't get an attitude, but he just don't give it to you?
What you mean? No more? Like he don't give you child support no more after that?
No, I'm saying, like, okay, he give you the money for the child support for the month, but you spend it on your car.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hit his line like, yo,
Oh, you needed more?
Ooh, but what if you don't get an attitude, but he just be like, no, I can't do it.
I don't think he's wrong. If he just really don't have it to give, then okay, he don't have it
Wait,
to
I
give.
But even if he
I
do
got-
have it
I
to
got
give,
a
he
question,
just don't have
though.
it. I mean, he just don't want to give it to you because you spent the actual child support
But
money on
if
something else.
that's the only time that happens, at the end of the day, y'all still need to be working together because y'all got kids.
And like I said, I don't feel like you're wrong. I don't feel like you're wrong either.
That's what I was just finna ask.
I don't feel like
you think
you're wrong, but I
Yeah.
feel like a man, like, this woman still had your children, bro.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
like I said,
at the
I don't
end of
feel like
the
you're
day,
wrong, Pastor.
She,
No, bro, you're
she
not
tried
wrong.
to get her car fixed. She ain't tried to go to now. She tried to go to Miami with that $500, and then she turned around.
That's
then
what I
no,
should've
like,
said.
which
I should've said the car. Damn.
But now, hold on, now, mama gotta have a life too now. But she needs to have a life on her own dime. Like, I agree.
sure.
If you need a little vacation, you
But
need
nah,
to try
that's
to
why-
work some overtime or something.
That's why I was gonna ask you, like, you think, like, as a man, like, you should always look out for your BM though. Even when y'all ain't. You don't think so?
No. I think there's a certain level of respect that both of y'all should always have for each other because y'all had children together.
Like
But
you
as far
said,
as
if she need to get her car
always
fixed,
look out,
you
like,
should look out.
If I
because
got
some
it to
people
give,
try to use that. Some people try
But
to
her
use
going
that
to
for their
Miami
advantage.
now.
if I got it to give, because how the fuck my child gonna get around if you gotta get your
No,
car
I'm saying,
fixed?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
off the strength of you being my son, mama, and my son gotta
Right,
do this.
and I got it, absolutely,
Cool,
for sure. I
cool.
think I don't even want to say real man. I think any good stand-up man would do that.
For sure.
I do. I agree.
But what about if she got another nigga over there?
Now, if she got another dude and she asking her baby mama for extra money, her baby daddy for more money, she needs to reconsider her dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Because at that point, it's like, what is he there for? Good looks?
And I feel like motherfuckers always gonna throw the kid back in your face like, this not his kid, this is your son, like this is your kid. Ooh,
Now,
like,
if she's asking you something for the child, that's
She only
different.
had one time to say that shit. Like
yeah.
I'm type motherfucker. Like if I was dating somebody with other kids, I would never say like this your kid. Like
No. I'm not gonna flop and to look at it from another perspective. If I'm the next nigga in that crib,
yeah.
I'm gonna be doing for the child just off the strength of that I'm with his mama. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm with her mama. You feel me? Like,
don't let him get a burger, put some cheese on.
oh, you want a super size? Oh, get the extra, get the large fry.
Okay.
Oh, bro,
Cheese
right.
I
fries.
want too much.
So basically, man, long story short, I was right, you was wrong. Shit, I don't understand.
Okay, I'm gonna give that to you.
Long story short, man, look, man, they agree with me. We all, no, just kidding, man. We all had different opinions, man. Nobody's opinion is right, nobody's opinion is wrong. You feel me? But
No.
we all have what we all do have is, you feel me, a lot of like educated and like real
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Feel like that.
Man, that was a little blunt. I was trying to put it in a more like But long story short, bro, right? You feel me? Like shit, man. Everybody got an opinion, man. Shit, so it can't be right, can't be wrong. But that's what we here to do. We here to do it like, so everybody can see it from other perspectives, type shit. Ain't nobody, you feel me? We ain't doing it like that.
From a woman's perspective, because
and that's crazy. Cause this is all you special in 2 ways. For one, you my God, you my son, godmama, and you our first female guest.
wow. So y'all just been on here giving sexist, biased opinions?
No, honestly, this is our first time talking about something like this for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we usually talk about sports.
No, bro, we ain't talking about sports this whole episode if y'all know. So, man, look, that's what we saying, man.
Sexist and biased, not just
That's what I'm saying, man. So, man, look, if y'all got anything else y'all want us to talk about, touch on, man, put in the comments, man. Like, subscribe, share, all that shit, man. Just, man, keep fucking with us. We gonna fuck with y'all. We promise to give y'all good content, man.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
For sure.